So Minecraft Live happened this morning, March 2025. I think this is the first of the two Minecraft Lives that's going to happen this year, and I have not watched it. I'm very excited to see what they're going to be revealing in this, because they have been teasing some things. But I thought I'd just react to it, you know, as a video. Just a quick spoiler, I have seen pictures of it was hard to avoid because you know, all the social media posts about it. I've seen pictures of what looks to be a ghast thingy. Not sure what it does. I don't know the name either, but I just wanted to let you know that I have seen pictures of it, so I know what it looks like. No idea what it does, no idea what it's called and everything. So that's the only spoiler I've got. So let's go. Here we go. Here's the classic intro animations they do, pretty cool. Enderman flossing is definitely something.
Welcome to Minecraft Live, coming to you from the Mojang office here in Stockholm, Sweden.
So for the first 3 minutes here, or 4 minutes, not much content so far. I guess it's just all the fluff they added, I guess, with the lack of a better word. They put at the start just, you know, to fill in time, because the show is only 26 minutes, so I don't think they have too much stuff to talk about. So probably a lot of this is going to get cut because of that. Not much to say about what's happened so far, just talking about game drops and how there's 2 Minecraft lives. I was hoping they'd explain why they're doing the 2 game drops, but they didn't seem to do that. So I guess we'll keep watching and see when... hopefully I can, you know, give a bit more of my opinions when there's actually opinions to be given, you know?
Oh. And today, I'm happy to announce the name and date for our upcoming drop.
This is big.
It's called Bring to Life, and it will actually be released in just a few days' time, on March 25th.
Not the best name I've ever heard, but definitely a thing.
We want to revisit some existing biomes to make them more delightful and...
I think our current farm animal mobs are pretty iconic, so I wanted to keep like some of the features that I think are important to them. But at the same time, I wanted to kind of introduce some kind of like new colors, or for like the cows, I introduced some like different horns.
Okay, I don't know what I said, if I've said anything publicly yet, but I love these new variants. Some look better than, like, visually look better than others, but all these new animals, like the chicken and the pigs, they all look amazing. I love the fact that they're adding like variants and stuff. I think personally one of the best things they could do is add variants, because it doesn't mean they have to add new features, but it just brings more life to the overworld. One thing I do want to talk about is sheep. I think they should have added sheep variants. Yes, they would have had to add 16 colors and 2 types, sheared and unsheared, to every single type of sheep, but like it's not it's not that much to ask for, right? Like, the models are mostly the same, it's just a different colored wool on the back of them. Like, I don't see why they can't do that. Maybe they're preparing for some bigger change later on down the line, I'm not sure, but I do think they should have added sheep variants, like maybe one woollier. I saw a tweet at some point. If I can find it again, I'll put it on the screen. But, or not tweet, maybe a Reddit. I don't remember. A post. I'll put it on the screen if I can find it. Of concept versions of the sheep. One was like a big fat woolly one, while the others, you know, smaller ones and stuff. Those look so cool. I think something like that would have been amazing. But yeah, as I said, mob variants, I love them. New plants, I love them. The particle effects, I think were done pretty well. Not sure about the falling leaves. I know there are some people on IGNITOR SMP, which is the server I'm on, by the way. Check out the link in the top right corner, the iCard that's about to appear, for more of that. But there are some people there that have builds that falling leaves wouldn't exactly make sense. So I was thinking maybe there's something you can do to stop the leaves from shedding leaves particles. So like shearing the leaf could mean that it doesn't drop it, but you know, always things to be improved. But I love the new plants, love the new stuff. In general, I think it's a brilliant update. Brings so much more life to the overworld, like they said, and yeah, that's my thoughts.
types and stuff. For the cold cow, we were inspired by the Highland cattle. Which
Yeah,
is
look at
very
that. That
fluffy
looks
and
so
very
good.
fuzzy, very
That
cute.
one looks so good.
We have the hot climate pig, which is the Red River hog, kind of inspired. It has this cool markings on its face and everything. And then we have cold or cool chicken, which is inspired by
I actually
Polish
like this
chickens,
chicken.
which
I'm
have
not sure
some
about
really
other
nice
people.
kind of feathers.
I've heard people say they don't like it, but I quite like that chicken. Looks pretty nice.
Going on.
I think my favorite is the cool chicken, just because I get to say cool chicken around the office a lot.
The new sounds we've added is sounds for the desert, sounds for firefly bush, sounds for the leaf litter, and sound personalities for the wolves.
Okay, wolf personality. I think this is a brilliant change. I don't know how many people are actually going to notice it without being told that it's a thing. I think things like this, just small changes that bring more life to stuff, is always welcome. Like, there's no downside to it. The sound effects in the desert, I think, were done perfectly. You can, if you really wanted those sounds, you could dump a whole bunch of sand underground or something to get you those sounds. But just building out of sand normally won't give you. I think it's just perfect. I think personally, it's amazing. I think they couldn't have done it in a better way. But yeah, I really like these. I can't complain. Can't complain.
The desert biome is a really peaceful place. You will start to hear sounds of sand and wind. And hopefully you will feel the emptiness of the desert. The overworld got ambient sounds attached to the blocks, so if the player removes all of the blocks, the sound goes away. And if the player is bringing these blocks that has sounds, you bring the sound as well.
And we think some players who really want to stretch their building skills and take it a bit further will start trying to incorporate sounds into their builds as well.
The wolf sound.
Yes, if there were more sound-based things, I would absolutely put more sounds in builds. I think that is a massive change and could change a lot of things. I think that's brilliant.
Sounds are actually not wolves, it's dogs. I went to a dog daycare and recorded a lot of dogs.
Could you do the Mad Wolf?
We've also made some other changes to add more movement to the overworld. I'm really excited about the new spawn eggs too. For players who play in creative mode, we have so many mobs in the game now, and the spawn eggs, they were starting to look a bit...
Spawn eggs. Oh my goodness, I love the new spawn eggs. There are some that could be improved, but overall, I love the new textures. Do it with potions now, please, and enchanted books. Pretty please. Thank you very much.
all the same, it gets harder and harder to remember which one is which. So I think the new art is just fantastic, and there's so much character and personality.
Similar to the changes to the lodestone recipe, we also wanted to change the cartographer villager trades so that you get more maps to take you towards other villages in different biomes.
Here's a summary from our friends at Element Animation.
Oh, here we go. Love these animations. Yep, the flowers are nice. Chicken's very nice. I quite like that one. Oh, yes, of course. Lodestone's crafting recipe has now been changed to just iron. So now I can decorate with lodestones. Finally, I think that's brilliant. I love the lodestone texture. The top, the bottom, the sides. Amazing. And also, lodestones are going to be pretty useful. You can use them for, I don't know, if you're not using coordinates or something, maybe you visually, some people don't work as well with coordinates because they're hard to use. So I think that's good. Yeah, just brilliant change, I think. Netherite does need more uses, but that wasn't the use for it, I don't think. Oh, yep, cactus flowers amazing. Love these animations. As I said, why does he keep looking at the bush? Oh.
I'm very much looking forward to share our new unseen game drop. But before that, we have something a bit different that will first come to Bedrock in a few months. And we can see it as the start of a new journey. and Jens and Jasper are here to talk more about it.
Now, we are very excited to show you the next step for Minecraft's visual design. A new look that still stays true to our creative principles. I'm proud to present Vibrant Visuals.
Shaders?
Vibrant Visuals is a visual upgrade of the game. It enhances like all the visuals and everything you see, but it doesn't influence gameplay. When you enter the game,
For Bedrock
there's an
only, I'm
immediate sense of
assuming,
wonder.
because that's
You
how
see
it
the
always
sun
works
shining
with these
through the
things.
trees, maybe behind the mountain, maybe through the clouds. It makes the game like have a really epic scale, and it's so much more interesting to explore. You
It's
might
like
notice when you
RTX
look at the blocks
2.0.
that light behaves a bit differently on the textures. This is because we have used a method that allows us to create extra textures for every texture, and this will enhance how the lighting behaves on the block.
Yeah, this is not very
In the
game
past,
breaking for me
whenever
because I always use
took
shaders
screenshots of
anyway.
my own builds, I tended to.
One of my favorite new improvements is the water. Like the water has reflection
Oh my
now, and it
goodness.
looks absolutely
That's a
amazing.
big difference.
The deep dark, the skulk is now emissive and creates a really magical scene. Before it did so
I don't know
as
if I
well,
like
but
how
now
that looks
it's
with
more
all the
immersive.
dots all over the place.
One of my favorite things that the team created is the way shadows align with the grids and pixels. I've not seen that in any other game, and it feels true to Minecraft.
Okay, I've been using that the whole time. My shadows have been always pixelated. Again, Minecraft, a bit late to the party, don't you think?
The shadows, they add a lot of good contrast to the world. It helps put everything in context.
And I think these shadows don't even look as good as the ones I have, because mine, like, they're not a sharp cut on the end of the edge of the pixel. Like, it sort of fades between the dark and, like, this pixel might be slightly darker but a bit lighter than this, and then the next pixel will be slightly lighter, and it's sort of like gradients between the two, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I mean, very good that Minecraft is improving the graphics, because I think it's long overdue, but you know, I've been using them for a long time, so this isn't big news to me, really.
And it will make the world feel a little bit more familiar.
The water does
You
look
can also
nice
see
there,
in the
though.
reflections that they're pixelated according to the texture. This is for the sake of consistency, and we think it looks great.
Yeah, look at
So
that. Water may be a bit too
Visuals
textured, I
is
think. But
backwards compatible with all your old worlds. You can just turn it on in the settings. It runs locally, so you can play together with your friends that don't have it activated in the same server.
yeah, well, that's just the
When we
graphic
started
setting. I don't know why they're
developing
advertising it like
Vibrant
it's some
we felt
crazy
it was
feature that
important
you
to do
can.
something new.
I don't know why they're advertising it like it's its own crazy feature that, oh my god, you don't, not everybody has to use it. Wow, that's just graphics. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
New and fresh, while keeping it true to vanilla. And I think Jasper and the team did a great job. Though we are sharing the first news of Vibrant Visuals today, we are at the very start of a long journey. We believe this is something very special for the game. We are bringing Vibrant Visuals to a broad range of devices. This graphical upgrade is planned for Java, and we're exploring how to do it.
Okay. It is planned for it. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, so built-in graphics updates for Java. That's massive. I didn't think they do these things for Java anymore. Oh my goodness, that's brilliant.
But the
news, I
first
think.
version will be available on compatible Bedrock devices in the coming months. I hope these new features will inspire people to create even more amazing builds.
And now it's time to announce a never-before-seen game drop.
Oh,
It's
here we
something
go. This is the
completely
good
new,
stuff.
And I must confess, I'm very excited about it. It's something
This is
that
what I'm
helps you
excited
build
about.
really
This is
big
what I've been
structures.
waiting for. I think
It's
everybody's
something
waiting for
that
this.
might make you create a completely new kind of relationship with an existing mob. And it's also something that makes it extra precious to journey through the Minecraft world together with your friends.
Okay.
And
That sounds
it all
good.
starts with a rather special and possibly quite sad new block you find in the Nether.
Sad? New
More
block.
precisely, in the Soul Sand Valleys, around these familiar, odd-looking bone structures. But if you take a
Ooh.
closer look, you might notice something you haven't seen before. It's a bit hard to tell from behind, but if you look from the other side, you will see a sad face that you probably recognize.
Oh, that is
It's
adorable.
a dried ghast.
Oh, that is adorable. I want to have that as my pet. Can that
Dry
just be?
gas is a
Can
little
that just
bit
be its own
smaller than
mob?
a regular block, and well, it has this cute little tentacles on the sides, and has this just a little bit grumpy face to it.
Oh my god, I love that.
It seems very dehydrated. Then you might think that, well, let's put water on it. But there is no water in Nether.
So we can bring it to somewhere.
Take
where
it to
there
the
is water.
overworld, and that's
Pick
how it
up the
turns into
block
that
in the
thing I
Nether,
saw. Oh my goodness.
Bring it with us from the Nether through our portal, and what better way to rehydrate a dried ghast than just put it in water?
And then we wait. A ghastling is spawned.
Ooh. Oh, that is adorable.
So cute! It's baby. It's precious. It's baby.
He's smiling. He's happy.
Oh my goodness. Why are those back two tentacles longer than the others? Is that I'm not gonna ask questions. I'm gonna keep
the
watching.
Ghastling just floats around the overworld. I mean, it's a little balloon basically, right? So yeah, it does what a balloon does. It floats and goes around, but it's also very curious. So it's gonna somewhat imprint over players or mobs and just follow them around a bit until it gets
that's
bored, and then
interesting.
it's just gonna
The happy ghast.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the happy ghast is friendly towards the player. It's gonna roam around, fly around. If the ghast brings you fires, the happy ghast brings you smiles.
There's one more thing you can do with happy ghast. You can fly on it.
Which is obviously what you long for when you see your
Oh
body
my
flying around in the sky. You want to go
goodness.
flying with it.
Is that what a saddle looks like on it? That's a little bit more than just one saddle, dude. Oh, that saddle fits on a horse. What? That is a massive
You
saddle.
craft a harness for your ghast.
Oh, okay, it's not just a saddle. Hang on, what was the crafting recipe there? Okay, leather. So it doesn't even need a saddle. Okay. And that wool, I'm assuming, can be all 16 colors. Oh my god,
for your
that's cool.
ghast. You can tempt the ghast to come closer with the harness, put the harness on, and jump up on it.
An interesting thing about
Why is its FOV so low? Oh
the
my
harness
goodness.
also is that you
It's
can
un-
use it as an indicator to see if someone is riding the ghast, because well, it's got these goggles, and if someone is riding it, they go down in front of the eyes.
That's cool.
We have a new neat feature as well, Agnes, the locator
Oh
bar,
my
right?
god.
Yes, so we have a new feature, the locator bar, which you see like at the bottom of the screen, and there you can see kind of in which direction your friends are. So then like when you're out flying on the happy ghast, for example, and want to find your friend, you see, okay, I should travel here.
Okay, I don't know if they're going to explain this, but I have a question. If you're going to be able to control this, I'm assuming you can control this, right? Space would obviously go up. Your WASD or your normal movement keys are going to be, you know, your normal movements. But how do you go down? Because if you shift, you get off the ghast? So that's something I'm wondering. Is there going to be a different button? Maybe it's control shift or something? I don't know. We'll see. But that's just a very minor thing. But let me guess. He's about to pick up the other players. So I'm assuming multiple people can, I think up to 4 by the looks of things, can ride on this one happy ghast. Let's find out.
You can actually be up to 4 players
Yep, there you go.
on the happy ghast, so you can fly on it together.
Oh, they're sitting like
Can be
either
the
side of
passenger
it.
princess on my ghast.
Of course.
This is like an early game
I
Elytra
think
then.
the Happy Ghast is gonna be a great tool for our survival builders because it's a bit like being in creative mode, but in survival, right? You have this platform that allows you to position wherever you
You can stand on it. And then does it not move?
want in the sky, and then you can just dismount and build from the position you are at, which is super convenient when
Oh my goodness. Wait, that's actually so cool.
working on mega builds or sky bases.
Oh my
or tall
God.
towers is super handy.
That's massive. Wait, that's just like the crab claw, but flying.
What I like is the opportunity we have with all these things. We have the dried ghast with all of it.
Wait, hang on, one question. when you're hydrating it, right? Can you stop it at a certain point and just use that as a building block? Because I want like the happy Ghast that hasn't hatched yet, or I say hatched, like popped out into the actual mob form, because you can have like different expressions. That would be so cool. I'm gonna keep watching.
Implications. The
Okay,
gasling,
I think he's
which
about
is
to explain.
livening up a base, which is just lovely. Then there is the happy gas with all of the shenanigans you can do with the PvP, the construction, racing, and so many more things.
Okay, that looks to be it. So I watched that last bit. Not much to talk about. It's just the bedrock games that they're talking about the Minecraft movie. Very exciting. I don't really have anything to say to it. I don't think I'm gonna play it because I play Java, but very cool. Overall, I think the new update, amazing. Pretty well. I wouldn't say amazing. I think the features in it so far, which is from what I can tell, the shaders or the vibrant visuals and the happy Ghast, pretty cool. Very useful. Not sure about using the custom item, like a separate item for the harness. Maybe I think should have at least had a saddle in the crafting recipe. Maybe that's just me though. But you know, not too much to complain about. Some concerns about how they're gonna work it into other features. I don't know. But yeah, I think overall pretty amazing update. Really like this. The after show was not as exciting as I thought it was. They just sort of played through what there was. But yeah, very excited to see these snapshots come to the game, because I'm looking very much forward to seeing them in the game and trying them out, because I have some questions or wonders about how it's going to work in game, as I said before. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment what your thoughts of the new update and Minecraft Live as a whole was, and I'll see you in the next one.